Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Langer at the Mic Live. We're gonna do another a round two breakdown of Cowboys versus Eagles from last night. Because I tried going live last night for a post game show, but it was an absolute poop show. I didn't have the equipment that I have here in Montreal. I don't have the same computer, and also I was connected to the wrong internet, so the stream just completely took a crap in the middle of my show. So that was but kind of like the Cowboys, I guess, this season. But anyway, I decided to make a video today, and today I'm going to focus on the positive takeaways from the Cowboys' 23-9 loss at Philadelphia against the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. I just drove all the way in from Montreal just now. Literally just got home and I have to get up early tomorrow morning, but I don't care. I'm going to get you guys fired up about the Cowboys and this 2020 season. So let's do this. So let's start with the offense here. Led, of course, by 7th round rookie out of James Madison, Ben DiNucci. So they were bad, but it was sloppy and it was fun. And that's all that matters right now. Give me all the reverses. Give me all the wildcat formations. Give me Zeke. Give me Cedric Wilson. Give me just throw in Tony Pollard in the backfield there as well. Why not every now and then? Give me play action passes. Just give me wide receiver screens that actually worked yesterday for the first time all season. Cowboys run wide receiver screens that actually worked. So give me more of that for sure. I mean, just up until last night, it seems like the Cowboys couldn't even pick up a yard or 2 yards on wide receiver screens, but they actually moved the ball on wide receiver screens yesterday, so give me more of that. Give me Ben DiNucci trying to give me a little sidearm Patrick Mahomes action there, but even though it's not nearly as effective as Patrick Mahomes, and even though he did it while he was running practically out of bounds and threw it to no one, give me more of that. It's just fun to watch, and even though I think that's what affected the Michael Gallup's ability to catch the ball, but that's more Michael Gallup because as a professional NFL wide receiver, you should make a catch when the ball is thrown right at you in your chest or at your hands, so you should make that catch, but still give me more Ben DiNucci sidearm action. Give me Tony Pollard with some juice, rushing 7 times for 40 yards. You know, like I said, so what if Ben DiNucci missed some missed throws, held the ball too long, couldn't see the field, took 2 really bad sacks and forced fumbles by the Eagles early on and then late in the game, of course. And even though he passed for only 180 yards on 40 attempts, just he's a 7th round rookie starting his first NFL game with no preseason action. Think about that. Bill Parcells in Tony Romo's A Football Life feature a couple years ago said that if Tony Romo in 2003 as an undrafted free agent rookie had started a game back in 2003, it would have been worse than awful. So that was, given how Ben DiNucci played yesterday, you know, again, 21 out of 40, 180 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 4 sacks, 2 fumbles. I think that was just awful and not worse than awful. So let's start with that. So let's credit Ben DiNucci for that. And again, if you have that expectation that Ben DiNucci coming into that game is going to play like a 7th round rookie out of James Madison, then it was fun to watch. But if you think that Ben DiNucci, again, being a 7th round rookie out of James Madison or even Andy Dalton, is going to outperform Dak Prescott, well, you know, find some other source of joy in life because you're going to be sorely disappointed. Sorely, does that make sense? Anyway, I made it make sense. So yeah, that's the offense. Let's get to the defense now. The good stuff on the offense. Now let's get to the good stuff of the defense. So they battled and fought the entire game, having gotten rid of Dontari Poe, having gotten rid of Darryl Worley. They just at the very least, they competed and they battled the entire game. And sure, Trayvon Diggs got burned by Travis Fulgham on numerous occasions and was targeted on the 2 Eagles plays that led to touchdowns, the first to Jalen Reagor and the second to Travis Fulgham, of course. But he got his first 2 career INTs, his first 2 career interceptions. When was the last time a Cowboys defensive back had 2 interceptions in a single game? For those of you that hated Byron Jones, there, you happy? You got a guy that gets burned all the time but gets you interceptions. Woohoo! Happy about that? Let me, whatever. I'd rather have Byron Jones or paid Byron Jones, but you know what? Trayvon Diggs, credit him for fighting, and even though he gave up those plays, like, he still came back, still fought, and even though he is not a really good NFL corner right now, hopefully he will be soon. Hopefully. But the intangible, I feel like the problems with Trayvon Diggs right now can be fixed through coaching. But now can the Cowboys have good coaching and fix that? We'll see. But yeah, First two career interceptions by Trayvon Diggs, and even I saw someone on Twitter say how the Carson Wentz Trayvon Diggs interception was unreal. So shout out to the guy that tweeted that. I don't know your name, but shout out to you. And yeah, Philly was really part of that was also because Philly was really, really, really bad, and Carson Wentz was somehow worse. But that's good because we hate the Eagles, and it's good if they're bad, but not so bad to the point that they get a higher draft pick. It's good if the Eagles are so bad, but not bad enough to not win the division and make the playoffs and get bounced in the first round by whoever they're going to play. That's good because we hate the Eagles, right? So that's good, right? And also, Ben DiNucci, what's also good, like I said, with Ben DiNucci, outplayed Carson Wentz. Ben DiNucci, making his first NFL start, outplayed Carson Wentz. He passed for more yards. I think he had almost the same completion percentage. Passed for more yards. Carson Wentz threw 2 more picks, 123 yards, took 4 sacks, lost 2 fumbles. Right? Carson Wentz got outplayed by Ben DiNucci. Carson Wentz, who is a 5th-year NFL starter and has a contract, got outplayed by Ben DiNucci. That's a good thing as Cowboys fans because now they are stuck with his contract and they have to contemplate whether to eat it or play and start Jalen Hurts, and they're in cap hell. The Eagles are. So those are good things as Cowboys fans. Also, going back to the defense, 2018, Leighton Vander Esch flashed a couple of times with some big plays, including absolutely taking Carson Wentz's soul on that sack or forced fumble, the second one in the first half there on the 4th down attempt. Eagles also, by the way, you want to know something funny? The Eagles against this terrible Cowboys offense. So terrible Cowboys defense put up a total of 222 yards against this terrible Cowboys offense. They were 0 for 3 on third down on 4th downs, 3 for 8 on third downs. The Eagles were, so that's good. That's good. And also, part of that is DeMarcus Lawrence absolutely balled. Had a sack, multiple tackles for loss in the running game and in the screen game, playing like a linebacker, just busting up the Eagles' attempted screen passes. Randy Gregory was a factor. He had multiple pressures and a roughing the passer penalty that wasn't a roughing the passer penalty. So, sure, the Eagles, could have maybe put up more points, more yards had they run the ball instead of just, for some reason, putting it in Carson Wentz's hands. They rushed for 119 yards, and Boston Scott had 2 big plays in the run game early on. He finished 15 rushes, 70 yards, 4.7 yards per carry. So, again, even though the Cowboys, could have played better against the run and were still bad or still not great against the run, the Eagles could have played better. But the fact is the Eagles are bad and they're stupid, and they did put the game in Carson Wentz's hands, and that's what made the Cowboys hold them to 222 yards total offense. So that's good that the Eagles are bad and stupid. That's good. But as long as they're not so bad and so stupid that they get a higher draft pick than the Cowboys. So yeah. Again, overall, if it wasn't for bad reffing, the Cowboys would have only trailed 15-9 at late in the 4th quarter. And if Chris Collinsworth didn't jinx Ben DiNucci, saying how Ben DiNucci was actually seeing the field well, and maybe his eyes, you start to trust his eyes. If Chris Collinsworth hadn't jinxed him, by the way, love Chris Collinsworth, by the way, and the announcer jinx doesn't exist, but let's pretend it does for this sake. But worst case scenario, the Cowboys would have likely kicked the field goal there and gone up 15-12. So again, the Cowboys with no offensive line and without Dak Prescott, sure they got Zach Martin back, but just the Cowboys as bad as they are with a 3rd string quarterback starting would have only trailed 15-12 in Philadelphia against the Eagles. But again, and who cares that the refs called that fumble return touchdown when it just should have been a fumble recovery. I think it was Rodney McLeod, safety Rodney McLeod by the Eagles recovered it, but then then he was touched and downed, but then somehow the refs just let the play continue. Jerome Boger's crew let the play continue and did not even give that a proper review and ruled that a touchdown. Who cares? Who cares that they called all that instead of calling Philadelphia offsides when they were lined up illegally in the neutral zone before that play? And then they called a weak roughing the passer on Randy Gregory and a phantom holding call on Dalton Schultz. Who cares? That's all good because the Cowboys right now are in a lost season, on pace for 2-14, but they're showing fight. And that is the best case scenario. The Cowboys continue to lose, but it's fun to watch while they do it. So yeah. And also keep in mind Cincinnati and Minnesota lost yesterday, and the Giants right now are in a close one against the Tampa Bay Bucks. What's the score? Let's see. Live update right now. We have crap. Damn it, I jinxed it. The Bucks are up 22-17. But hey, game's not over. Still 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so maybe the Giants can actually win a game on Monday Night Football against Tom Brady. That would be great because then they'll have 2 wins and maybe they'll and they could still beat the Cowboys again on week 17 and have the tiebreaker, and the Cowboys will have a higher draft pick and not let the Giants draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. That's good, right? Where am I in my notes here? Yeah. So this is all the best case scenario. And even if Jalen Smith can't make a tackle, even if Zeke can't rush for 4 yards a carry, and even if the Cowboys can't save anything by getting out of those contracts before like 2022 or whatever it is, they'll be bad enough to possibly draft Justin Fields, like I said, and have him on a rookie deal. And by the time Justin Fields is in line for a new contract, Jalen Smith and Ezekiel Elliott will be long off the books. And by the way, like, just all love to Dak Prescott. I love Dak, and I wish him nothing but the best. But let me be very clear. If it comes down to the Cowboys having a chance to draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields with a top 3 pick and have them play on a rookie deal for the next 4 or 5 years, that's the right call to make. That's the move to make. You got to make that move of drafting Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields and have them on a rookie deal instead of paying Dak Prescott right now. I'm sorry, but again, all love to Dak, but just the way the Cowboys, if they pay Dak Prescott right now, they're verging on cap hell, like the Eagles are in right now. So, and they did that by paying Ezekiel Elliott and Jalen Smith instead of Byron Jones and Dak Prescott. So look, the Cowboys did this to themselves. And again, I can't say this enough. Much love to Dak, and I want nothing but the best for Dak Prescott. I want him, maybe not if he stays in the division, but I want Dak to win a Super Bowl, even if he goes, no matter what team he goes for, except maybe, again, if he goes to the Eagles or Giants or football team. But yeah, or maybe Steelers anyway. I want that, and I want nothing but the best for Dak Prescott. But the NFL is a business, and the Cowboys made poor business decisions, and they have to make up for those poor business decisions by hopefully lucking into drafting Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields and getting them on a rookie deal. These are the things that, as Cowboys fans, you cheer for the rest of the 2020 season. Like I said, if you expect Ben DiNucci to actually win football games for the Dallas Cowboys in 2020, you need to find another joy in life because you are going to be massively disappointed. And you can even maybe say the same for Andy Dalton, right? You think Andy Dalton is going to lead the Cowboys to a win against the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday? You really think that's going to happen? Pittsburgh Steelers with T.J. Watt, by the way. You think that's going to happen? You think Andy Dalton with the Cowboys out, Tyron Smith and Lyle Collins on the edges, and they keep playing Terrence Steele every single game because I guess they want Terrence Steele to keep giving up 8 pressures and 3 sacks every game. Because again, I guess maybe that's good because maybe that'll help the Cowboys lose more. But yeah, do you think that's good? Do you think Andy Dalton will be able to overcome that and lead the Cowboys to wins this year? I don't think so. So again, you cheer for the tank. You cheer for every team in the NFC East to win because, again, they're not you cheer for them to win, but obviously not be so good to the point where they can actually beat a team in the playoffs, which they won't. Talking about the Giants, Eagles, and football team, of course. You cheer for the Broncos. You cheer for the Chargers. You cheer for the Texans. You cheer for the Falcons. You cheer for the Jaguars. Even cheer for the Jets. You cheer for them to all have more wins than the Dallas Cowboys. You cheer for the Cowboys to get as close to 2-14 as possible while showing creativity on offense and fight on defense in the process. And that's all I have to say for today. If you watched this long, thank you so much for watching. Oh, and also I have to include this. I'm doing a Movember fund. My mission with my Movember fundraiser is to raise funds for mental health or men's mental health awareness, suicide prevention programs, and prostate cancer and testicular cancer research. So that's my fundraiser for November. I'll include that in the description below. Every contribution counts, and again, I will greatly appreciate this. But if you want to follow me along in my journey, I will obviously part of my challenges. I will post a mental health tip of the day for each of the 30 days for the month of November or Movember. So if you want to follow my journey, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Again, I'll include my handles in the description below. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a big thumbs up on this video. And this has been a round 2 Cowboys Langer at the Mic live post-game show. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again next time.